cameras and I want to shoot stuff. I just want to shoot little videos of acting or whatever, you know. But I really need to focus on one thing, and I think and when that happens, I usually do well in that direction. You know, when you spread yourself thin and start going in all these different directions, you don't give 100%.
No, absolutely. And that's something even I'm working on. You know, the only reason I even started doing my music and even this is because I felt like I had reached a point in my acting with MacGyver. It was like, well, I done reached the top for this show, the ceiling for this show. Until this show ends, like I done did all I can do with this show. And contractually, I'm still on the show. So I was like, okay, with the time that I have free, let me actually start to pursue something else. But I'm still well aware to know that if you focus on anything, just solely that, you're going to get to that destination quicker because all your energy is focused solely on that.
Right.
Yeah. So that's something I'm always battling myself.
Right. Yeah. You know, I remember when first time I saw you doing stand-up, I feel like it was like the Ha Ha Cafe or something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I was like, this dude is hilarious. This dude is funny, man. And I think I spoke to you that night or that, I think it was at night. And
I actually remember that.
And then we bumped into each other at like some Mexican restaurant. But when I remember when you got because I remember there was a buzz about Rush Hour, you know, and then when I saw that you got it, I was really extremely happy for you.
I appreciate
you know, and
they snatched us off the air like they snatched Wildin' Out off the air.
Yeah,
I was taking a dookie, and then they was like, "Hey, your show going?" I said, "Oh, wait a minute." Like, wait a minute. Let me wipe first. Can I wipe first before you snatch my show?
That went away hella quick, but it was a good look though. I mean, it was in all the trades and everything because it was a big deal, you know.
It was a big deal.
And then for you to bounce right back with MacGyver was dope. But I mean, I like the look for you know, what's the name? I forgot the name of the show. See how quick the show comes and goes.
MacGyver?
No, the first show.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour. I like that look for you better because it was, you know, the show was about you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Career wise.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, trust me. I feel you. You know, it's something that I talked to my friends about, and I was talking to one of my friends earlier today about knowing how to play your position so you could win a championship.
Absolutely.
And I mean, that's even something that you've done for Wildin' Out.
Exactly. I'm about to piggyback on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, because every time you can't be the if it's a band, you can't always be the lead singer. You know, sometimes you got to know how to fall back, play your position, win a title, and then other times you go step up. You know what I'm saying, and win a title. You know, and so that's something, and that's where lack of ego comes into play. Also, it's being able to check your ego to know that what you're trying to accomplish, there's a bigger goal at the end.
Right.
But I'm listening to what were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, because people, to piggyback on what you were saying, people come to me all the time, whether it's in the comments or walking through an airport and be like, when are you going to get up on the stage? I'm like, first of all, I'm on the stage. I'm just on this side of the stage.
Right.
And then, but I understand, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
When you going to say some funny stuff, or when you going to do this and when you going to do that? And like, you know, just like you said, I play my position on Wildin' Out. My position is not to be the outlandishly, you know, over the top funny guy. I'm not supposed to be DC Young Fly. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed, you know, there was. I'm getting ready to go with an older reference. There was, you know, Martin and Lewis. You know, Dean Martin was just as funny as Jerry Lewis. He was just the straight man. So yeah, somebody's got to be like, you know, and Nick calls me the elder statesman of the show, you know, and you know, there's a lot of pressure because people get mad when not necessarily the cast members, but the audience and people outside in the world get really mad when their favorite comedian gets a buzzer, you know, or they get a bell. But that's my job. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give that bell. I'm gonna give that buzzer how I see fit. And you know, I'm not always right, but I'm still going with what I feel.
Yeah, I feel,
you know, but I'm playing my position.
There has been a couple times I'm like, nah, come on, D-Wrek, that was funny. Come on now, brother. Come on, brother. Yeah. There's been a couple of times.
Hey, man.
But
sometimes it does. Sometimes it hits different. It hits different, you know, when you right there.
But you know what's so funny? Moment. That's what made me feel good when you did compliment me that night when you saw me at the Ha and told me, you know, how funny you thought I was, because I was like, dang, like you see comedians all day, you know, on Wild 'N Out. So for you, it really meant something to me, because I'm like, he's around comedians, you know, and for him to think I'm funny, that made me feel like I was going in the right direction. And I also think that might have been right. That might have been around the same time Afion decided to take me on tour with him when he started back doing stand-up. I think it was might have been around that same time, or if not that same night, that he was like, yo, I want you to open up for me on the road.
Right. Yeah.
Do you do stand-up? Do you do stand-up? Oh, yeah, Afion's a great dude.
Yeah, you know, that's another thing I should have, and I still need to. But now I know what it's like to die on stage.
Yeah, it's a terrible feeling.
And that's a horrible feeling.
Yes,
like that makes you go reevaluate birth.
It does.
You know, it can make you reevaluate everything about your life. You know, you start questioning. You know, my mom said I was good. You know, like
my mama lied to me.
You know, like you just start thinking, you know, my mom said I could be Denzel if I wanted to be.
Yeah,
man,
that's when you realize your parents ain't shit. You're like, my mama lied to me all these
like,
years.
You know, I'm not handsome. You know?
Hilarious. I'm not handsome. Nobody, girls never talk to me. What was she talking about?
You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I also know what it's like to kill on stage, and that right there is
that's the best.
You know what I'm saying? That right there makes you want to get back out there. So, you know, my plan was, you know, pre-COVID, was to take this time that I'm not on the road after the tour and stuff to get back on stage and do more stand-up, because I started doing stand-up a long time ago. The first place I ever did stand-up was the Laugh Factory. And Jamie Masada told me, you need to keep doing this. You know, then I started doing the Ice House a lot and just different spots around LA. Didn't do really good in like the black clubs.
Yeah, that's
like
a different
we just don't see eye to eye. Yeah.
But you know what? They tell you this, and it's true. You know, white crowds give you room to experiment and try things. Black rooms teach you how to edit, because you got to get to the funny with a black crowd. You know, you got to trim. You got to be like, trim the fat and hit them. But the greatness of a Chappelle is the art in a Kevin Hart, the art of being able to tell a story and to get the crowd to go quiet and tune in to everything. So that's even how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my stuff where I'm just hitting you fast, but I'm at a point now where I could kind of get the crowd to be quiet, you know, be engaging enough, and they get 200, 300 Negroes quiet.